whenever it's Vlogmas, I don't really do my typical intro because we have like the big Vlogmas intro. And this is my first time sitting down and filming like a video for Vlogmas this year. So I feel so weird not saying, hey guys, I'm the Berk. But here I am sitting in front of a tree. It is currently November 15th as I'm filming this. This is my first official like sit down Vlogmas pre-film. I've been like vlogging other stuff in the background that I'm guessing some of that's been up already, but here I am. It's Vlogmas. I thought of this idea. I mean, I've done other ideas like this similarly in the past where like we look at old favorites of mine, but I thought this would be fun. And if it seems to go well, we can attempt to do the other years I have available on my YouTube channel. But 2017 felt like a really funny place to start. So a little background. My channel started in September of 2017 and we moved in December of 2017. So I didn't really film much in December. So actually I never filmed Vlogmas until 2018. But September, October, November, I all filmed favorites videos. And I thought we could just look at some of my favorites from 2017 and laugh together because, oh boy, was I naive? Was I very silly? And I actually still own 2 of the makeup products in this video. You will see. Yep. They even survived the massive declutter of the year. So if you guys are interested in seeing what this girl loved in 2017, then keep on watching. Let's go. So I'll link all these videos down below. This girl, she had energy, she had pep, she had enthusiasm. Let me tell you, if you want a good laugh, I will link them. I did write everything down on a note. I went through and I rewatched all these videos. So let's start with September. The first thing I was obsessed with was the Grace and Style book, which it didn't super surprise me that Grace Helbig's latest book was a big favorite in this video because actually one of the big reasons I started my channel was because I was obsessed with Grace Helbig at the time. I still really like Grace, but she was like one of the big reasons I wound up starting my channel. So I was like obsessed with this book at the time. And like, it is funny. It's like a style book, but it's like a comedic twist on a style book. And I really liked this book at the time. Was it the last book I've read? I don't think so. Can't say confidently though. Next was this pair of ballet flats that I was recommended by Grace Helbig. I still have these. They're upstairs in my closet somewhere. They're from Topshop. I like them. They're nice. However, I really don't wear this style of shoe anymore. I feel like back in 2017, I was still like semi trying to look nice, especially when I went to work. But by the end of my like me going into work days, like I'm talking about like the last year or two, I was literally wearing Vans to work every day. So I wasn't the style icon maybe that I once was. Okay, next was a liquid eyeliner. This wasn't in my declutter. I feel like this dried up. I forget if it was this year or last year, but I didn't wind up actually fully using this one up. It's from Seraphine Botanicals and it was their liquid kohl eyeliner. I actually really did like this eyeliner. It was a felt tip and it was really the first eyeliner I used that I felt like didn't smudge everywhere. It came in my first ever Ipsy Glam bag. So that's how long ago this was. Yeah, it was a good eyeliner. Today, I think I really prefer something with a brush tip just because of the flexibility, but I don't hate felt tip eyeliners. I just wouldn't go out and buy it, especially because I feel like this one was like, like I said, like it was like $20 or something versus like, I really feel like you can get decent liquid eyeliner at the drugstore. I'm wearing the NYX one today. Next, okay, this is so funny. At this time, if you're not really familiar, rewind. July 2017, I had knee surgery and I was out of work until October. So September 2017, the only thing I was leaving my house for was to go to physical therapy. And there was somebody else in physical therapy that was very into beauty YouTube. And we used to talk about makeup all the time. And she was trying to help me find a foundation match. And I was like having trouble finding foundation that was light enough for my skin tone. And she recommended the L'Oreal Infallible line, which, spoiler alert, is probably one of my favorite lines in the drugstore now. However, she recommended the Pro Matte. And yes, I was able to find a really good skin tone match back then and I was so excited. So that was in my favorites. I don't know how long after this I tried the Pro Glow, but obviously today I would much rather wear the Pro Glow. I also like the Fresh Wear. That one's really good. But yeah, L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte was my favorite. To be fair, 2017 was a very matte era in general. Let's see what's next. Oh, I had the KVD Shade and Light palette. I had just found it at TJ Maxx and I was hype. I did wind up hitting pan in the lightest contour shade in that palette. That was decluttered this year, I think in my bronzer decluttered. I actually did have somebody who wanted it and she took it. She said it was like her favorite contour palette and was super excited to get it. Yeah, Shade and Light palette. Oh, the days. Oh, next I had this like shirt from Amazon. It was like a cold shoulder t-shirt. It was fine, but I felt like it photographed better than it like looked in person. So I definitely posted a lot of pictures on my Instagram back in the day wearing this like cold shoulder shirt, but I definitely donated that many years ago. Ooh, next is something I have. It's a makeup brush, and surprisingly this one's clean. I mean, it's a little stained, but it's the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. I actually feel like I have 2 of these, but yeah, this is a great brush. The e.l.f. black brushes, I feel like they do hold up really well. This is a great foundation brush. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I have one of these that's dirty as well. I use it for foundation, cream bronzer, cream blush. Like, this is a really good product. So this is a product I still stand by. This is a product, not that I need a foundation brush, I have tons, but if all my brushes exploded, I could see myself getting this one again. Let's hope that doesn't happen though. The next, okay. I don't know if I still have this product. Next, I had talked about these cuff earrings from Forever 21. Was this the last time I shopped at Forever 21? I have no idea. I still love cuff earrings. You know what? I should have put a cuff earring in today. If you ever see me wearing a cuff earring, it's one of my Ana Luisa ones. I have 2 from Ana Luisa. I love cuff earrings. I started loving cuff earrings in college, and it's just one of those things that I've always liked as an accessory. I've always wanted extra piercings. I technically have a second hole, but I let it close up. So I've always wanted to get like cartilage pierced, but I'm a chicken, so cuffs have always been like the way I've worn them. I don't know if I specifically still have these Forever 21 ones, but I still really do like wearing cuff earrings in general. Like, that hasn't changed about me. Next, I had the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Stockholm. I wrote a note about what I said in the video. I said it was a combination of the Kylie formulas, like liquid lipstick and her Velvet, but it doesn't dry my lips out. I was complaining about Kylie's lip kits drying my lips out back then. Stockholm, that is the first full-size liquid lipstick I've ever used up. I don't know if I've actually used up a full size since then. I really like the soft matte lip cream formula. It is really lightweight and comfortable. It is, I mean, I don't think I have any in my collection right now, but I wouldn't be against getting it again. I actually think it's a very decent formula, and I really liked Stockholm too, the color. The last product in the video was a little mini highlighter from the Balm. I was talking about how I couldn't stop wearing it. It was my first ever highlighter, and I actually wound up using it up. I can't remember if it was 2017 or 2018, and I actually went and bought it again on eBay, and I just finished the pan of it this year. So it was from the Balm Voyage Volume 2 palette, and it was the Kuwa Karabisha highlighter. So I technically have now used 2 pans of it. I do like it. I'm just not a highlighter person the way I was a few years ago. I'm not wearing any highlighter today, but yeah, this will be in the end of the year empties video. Stay tuned for that. I'm very excited to film that. That bag is overflowing. It's so full. That was the last favorite from September, and now we can jump over to October. October begins with a yellow watch I had gotten from Wish. I don't know where this watch is. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you the last time I wore a watch, so it might have been 2017. I don't know. Then I had gotten this nail mirror powder. It was like the, it was like powder that you use a little like sponge tip applicator and you would rub it in and it would give you like holographic nails. It's actually really cool. I'm sure I have it somewhere still. I just don't know where because I haven't probably used it since 2017. But I mean, I so prefer my Dashing Diva press-ons. Like, I am going to convince myself to paint them in between right now because I just peeled them off like 2 days ago. Yeah, I'm not using nail powders anymore. I don't have that kind of energy. Oh my gosh. Then I had the Almay Healthy Glow. It's not a fake tanner, but it's like this, like, it's almost like body foundation. It was the first time I'd ever used anything like it, so I was like amazed that I can make my skin not look like Casper the Friendly Ghost. And oh no, I would not recommend that. I don't know why I thought it was so amazing, but yeah, self tanner doesn't transfer, so I would recommend self tanner. My favorite right now is from Isle of Paradise, and it's just their spray, and I just spray it on a mitt and rub it on my body and I go on with my day. I don't want the Almay Healthy Glow again. Okay, next I also had a pair of black Topshop shoes, and these ones I actually love. They're just like, okay, they're right here. I can just grab one. They're these. However, the soles like disintegrated. Probably because these shoes are so old, because they were just like, not paper soles, but like really thin soles. So I tried to like get soles to replace them because I actually really like these shoes. But because those soles are so thin, like a thicker sole doesn't makes my foot not fit in here. So I kind of can't wear these right now. because like the sole I put in makes my foot not fit, so I don't really know what to do about them, but I really actually still like these Topshop shoes that I bought so many years ago. That's kind of a bummer. I'm pretty sure I bought them the same time I bought the ballet flats, but if I recall, when I got the order, the black shoes I ordered too big, so I had to do an exchange and get a smaller size sent to me. Continuing on, I had the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Redness Powder. So this was decluttered in my powder declutter this year. It actually had like a pretty decent sized pan on it, so I just emptied it and gave Phoebe the compact. So the compact's in my basement right now. I guess I could have gotten it for this video and I didn't think about it, but oh well. This was just like a powder foundation. I used to like to wear it to work. That's what I was using it for back in 2017. Just like to throw on in the morning before I left for work, just to like kind of even out my skin tone. That's not really something I do anymore, so I wouldn't get it again, but it kind of worked at the time. Oh boy, Morphe liquid lipstick in the shade Virgin. This was my jam. This thing was my jam. It was less drying than the Kylie lip kits, so I was like all about it. And I thought this was the end all be all of liquid lipsticks. I wore this to my brother's wedding in February of 2018, so it was a big deal. I don't have it anymore. I don't buy liquid lipsticks anymore. Next, I was super excited at TJ Maxx. I found like one of those cat headbands. Not like the kind I wear when I'm filming, but like the kind you use, like, it was like a headband that goes around your head. It was like almost like a towel. I don't know. I was very excited. I forgot I owned it. I don't know if I still own it. I don't know where it is if I own it. Next favorite is another product that will be in the end of the year empties, and it is my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is the first bronzer I literally ever bought. I never bronzed before 2017. No, sorry, before the end of 2017. I should be more specific. So this bronzer welcomed me into the world of bronzing, I guess you could say. I liked it, but I'm not getting it again. I have way too many bronzers personally. Next was an Air Wick sprayer. I was amazed by this thing. I actually don't have the one I had back then because it was like 4 places we lived to go. It didn't survive one of the moves, but we actually have a different one now in our basement. I do like it. However, the way it is it has to sit really high up. So you need like to have an area like that's like 6 feet off the ground to be able to put it. So like I don't have many ledges in my house that are 6 feet off the ground. And I've noticed, especially in our basement, when it sprays, the like mist that lands on the floor makes the floor slippery right under it. So I have mixed feelings about it right now. As much as I love candles, it's hard to always have candles lit. And I feel like lately I rely a lot on plugins, especially because down in our basement is where the cat litter boxes are. So I do try to put a lot of emphasis on odor elimination down there. So I feel like plugins just work better, they're easier, and they don't cause a mess. Ooh, here we have a makeup product. The ColourPop My Little Pony palette. I said I was recommended this from Madison Miller. I don't really watch Madison's beauty channel anymore. I do watch her lifestyle channel. I follow her on Instagram. I have been starting to listen to her podcast. But yeah, My Little Pony palette. This is one I've never been able to let go of. It's not really like anything I have. If I saw this in the store today, it's not one I would have bought, but 2017 me knew better. And I just think this one is so good. I don't know, there's just something special about this one. I'm not even nostalgic to My Little Pony. Like, I had some figurines and I guess I watched it when I was little, but like, it's not even the nostalgia. It's a really unique, special palette and I don't plan on getting rid of it. So sue me. Then the last thing I had on my list was the e.l.f. Hydrating Melt Cleanser. This was really the first time I'd ever used a melting cleanser. And my God, it really was terrible. It was almost like wax, but it was the first time I'd ever like really used something like it. So I was like astounded by it. Today, 10 out of 10 would not recommend. If you really want an e.l.f. cleanser, get their Holy Hydration Melting Cleanser. I don't even think they make this one anymore. How times have changed. All right, one more month. Here we go. Into November. I had something called the Lioel Water Drop Sleeping Pack. I'm pretty sure I got this on Amazon. It was like a K-Beauty moisturizer. It was very like, it almost reminded me of the Laneige water sleep mask. It reminds me a lot of that, but it just came in a tube, which is probably an easier delivery system. I had the e.l.f. Prep and Hydrate Balm Stick Primer. I didn't remember this. I guess I used it up. I said that it had a tacky feeling that I felt like made my makeup last really long, which is so interesting because I feel like that type of primer is very popular right now. But I didn't even remember having a stick primer from e.l.f. that did that, so color me surprised. I had the Almay Eye Makeup Remover Pads. Definitely not something I use anymore. I just use my makeup removing balm all over my parts. I had a UV light that I was doing gel manicures with. I certainly am not doing gel manicures at home anymore. I had a gel top coat. Actually, that gel top coat got decluttered in my nail polish declutter because I said this is too old. I need to get rid of it. So there's that. I had a J-Cat brush cleaning pad. I don't think I have that one anymore. I just have something very similar from Shop Miss A that if I really feel like I need to clean off my makeup brush, I'll swirl it in here. It's not my most used product, but I still have something similar. I had used a Simply Nailogical recipe, and I had made a nail oil pen where I mixed vitamin E and jojoba oil. Guess how much nail oiling I have been doing lately? Correct. I said from Glam Life Guru Tati, if you know her, you know, like the unknown guru out there. I had been recommended the Essence Volume Stylist Mascara. I did like this mascara. I like that one a lot more than the very popular one from Essence that what is it called? I know you know what it is. I know you know. Yeah, I like that. I don't have really a desire to go out and buy it again. It's a good price, I'll give it that. But today I'm wearing the Maybelline Sky High and I'm completely content with that. The last actual product I have in person here is the Tarte highlighter in the shade Stunner. I said, it smells like cookies. I'm pretty sure this is a free sample from Sephora, I wanna say. Can confirm. Still smells like cookies. It survived my highlighter declutter, which a lot of highlighters did not. But I really do like the formula. That is the shade. It's very pretty. I don't have anything to wipe my hand on. So, I don't really buy highlighters, but I mean, this one I liked enough to keep. I mean, I feel like you can probably see like there's a dip. Like, progress has been made in this product. Do I see myself panning it? No. So don't expect it. Just don't. All right, the last product I had on here is the Laura Lee Los Angeles Cat's Pajamas palette. I really liked this at the time. However, it was a very deep, kind of sultry palette, I want to say. And that just isn't what I'm into. I have her Nudie Patootie palette. I bought that right when it launched and I really, really like that. That's a lot more of my style of eyeshadow. So the Cat's Pajamas, I did actually pass along to the same person who has the KVD Shade and Light palette. Yeah, those were my 2017 favorites. What do we think? Does it seem very 2017? Matte foundation, blingy highlights? I think so too. So let me know if you guys want to see this for 2018. I actually think I did an end of the year like best of favorites video that year. So I could film based on that. Let me know in the comments. And as usual, thanks for stopping by my channel. If you're new here, click the subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. I have my Instagram down below. Give it a follow and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.